Hello everyone, it's Maria here from Sydney, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be making a fun card using Cricut's Create cartridge, the Purr-Fect Pairs stamp set by My Favourite Things. I'm going to be using these two images right here. And I'm using an oldie but goodie Stampin' Up retired 9 live stamp set. And I'm going to be using the mouse and the little fish here. Now, with the My Favourite Things cartridge, not My Favourite Things, the Cricut cartridge, which is coincidentally one of my most favourite cartridges in my collection, I'm going to be using this ball of wool image right here, and that is on page 38 of the handbook if you still have this around. I basically made a card base using the ball of wool or the yarn of wool image there, and I made it into a card base. So basically I think that was 3.5 inches tall, and I basically welded the two shapes together after I had hidden all of those little images there for the cutting. And then what I also did was I cut the ball of wool out as well in some grey granite cardstock from Stampin' Up, and this just goes over the top. Okay, so that's what I've done there. So you will have a card base that's in the shape of a ball of wool. So cute. So I'll pop this away because we don't need that anymore. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to fold and burnish. I did a score line there, and I'm going to fold and burnish that and make sure it's all lined up beautifully. And I'll just make sure it's nice and even. And it's tricky with shapes like this, but this will fit in a C6 envelope. So I think that's done now. And with this image over here, I'm just going to stick that down with some glue. And I've just got my good old inexpensive PVA glue. These will last me a long, long time, so I'm just going to apply glue in the areas here all around. I thought it would just be fun to make a card with a shape. I haven't done that in a while. And also I had a request from my haul video, from my Favourite Things haul video, to make a card with my cat images. So I thought this would be perfect and really, really cute to do that. So I'll just pop this down now. And make sure I just make it look even on here. It's a little bit tricky with these little bits and things, but you know, you get my drift. Make sure it just looks nice and even right throughout, like that. So the card base is made out of Stampin' Up's thick Whisper White cardstock. I have plenty of that in my stash, so I'm going to use that all up. Okay, so now that that's done, I'll just show you that and how cute that looks. And say you wanted to do this in another colour, you can add a 3.5 inch circle on the inside and it will fit perfectly in here. So just letting you know, okay? So that's the card base done. I'll leave that up here for now. Now with my stamps, I'm going to get out my Stamparatus and I'm going to put in some cardstock there. I'm going to take out the images that I want, because I'm also going to use the Brother Scan and Cut to cut these out. I don't have any of the matching dies, so I'm going to put this one over here and this one. So cute. And I'm going to get the 9 live stamp set. I'm going to grab that little bow because that's so cute. The bow. But I want to leave myself also enough room to cut out my other images as well. And my mouse and my fish. So we'll get the fish. Could be a toy fish, so it's cute. And the mouse, where's the mouse? I look from the front because it's hard to tell sometimes. There it is. Okay. There are no dies. I don't have any of the dies, so I'm just going to pop that on there. And I'm going to ink up my stamps with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And because these images have got really thin lines, you don't really have to press overly hard. Otherwise you get that really squished look, which I don't want. And that turned out absolutely perfect. So I'm just going to clean the stamps up. And I'll leave this to the side for the time being. And so what we're going to do with this now is I'm going to colour them in, and I'm going to use my Faber-Castell watercolour pencils. That's these ones here. These are fabulous. I use them all the time and I think they're a wonderful medium. And I use my Copic Zero Colourless blender, and I'm using this kind of rectangular barreled Copic marker because I like the tip on this one. It's this one over here, and you can get into all of the little nooks and crannies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a variety of colours. You will see that once I start the video. So I'm going to lower you down, and then you'll just see me colour these images, and then colouring in my images. So I'm just going to walk you back up there again, zoom out. And so I'm not sure, the colours that I was initially going to do didn't quite work out the way I thought they would. So this has now taken a life of its own, but it's so cute, and I think it does go well with this ball of yarn. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put all of this, put that on my mat for my brother's scan and cut. So I'll just put these pencils away so that I have room now for my mat. I'll bring that out so you can see how it's all done. Nope, that's upside down. Not very helpful upside down. So I'm going to take off my top cover. And I'm going to stick this on the top half of my brother there, the mat. So it looks like that. And so what we're going to do now is I'm going to now take you over to my brother Scan and Cut, and I'll show you step by step how to cut out these cool images. So bear with me. So I've now taken you to my brother Scan and Cut, and I'm sorry about the angle of everything, but that's the best I can do, where I can show you this as well as a little bit of this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to load my mat. So I'm just going to press this button here, which looks like a grid. That's the mat, and it says the carriage will move into the initial position, so keep your hands away from the carriage. That's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to press for the mat to be loaded. Okay, so it's now recognizing the mat. As you can see that, it's accepted it. So now I'm going to go into the scan. I'm going to do a direct cut. I'm going into the machine. Sorry if there's a glare. Is there a glare? Right, I think that'll be better now. All right, so I'm going to do black and white recognition mode, and only for the 12 by 6 of the top half of the mat. So I'm going to press start. So it's now scanning. This is a great machine. For me, this is just using it to cut my stamped images. So it's my fancy fussy cutter. So now what I'm going to just press, that's the image I want, okay. And so now I'm going to narrow this area down. Oops, cancel that. Press that by accident. And just go there like that. And go up a bit on that one. Then I'm going to press preview. And I'll press that's the images I want. I'll say OK. Then I'm just going to edit bits and pieces out. So I don't want that bit and that little bit there. So I'm going to trash that. I'll press OK. And that little bit there. And I'm going to press OK. So now what I'm going to do is just press OK. I'll go into my offset window there, and I'm going to do 0.04 right around the images. Then I'm going to press OK. Press it again, OK. So it's processing that. I'll make it go this way now. And then I'll press select, and I want to cut. Maybe go there, that would have been better. Okay, so it's now going to, I'm going to press start. It's going to take about a minute for it to cut. So it's just going to detect the paper size. And this does it automatically with the auto blade. So it's really handy. And it's super quiet too. I love that. Okay, so it's finished cutting. I'm going to press OK. Then I'm going to go to home. It's okay to delete all patterns. OK. And now I'm going to unload the mat, which is pressing this little button here that looks like a grid. That's your mat. And it's unloaded. And now it's all done. So I'll take you over to the desk and you'll see me undoing this there. Okay, see you shortly. Everyone, so I'm back on my desk and I've got my images now right on there. So I'm going to take off the larger sheet, and these are all done, so I'm just going to take these off the mat and then I'll show you up close, oops, how they turned out. So that's that. The Brother Scan and Cut, seriously, the Silhouette would have done a similar result too, mind you. Did a fantastic job of that. Look at that. Even, nice, and this is a tiny, tiny image. It's smaller than my finger. Like, it's so precise. So I'm going to continue taking these off the mat. Look at that fish. So cute. Really turned out well. Then I've got the mouse here. Look at that. Adorable, right? And then the cats. Now, I know that there are dies with these images from My Favourite Things, but as I said, I'm not going to be buying dies, especially ones that cut around stamps, because I can use my brother's Scan and Cut, and I can also use my Silhouette Cameo to do the exact same thing as well, plus more. So I'm just going to put the protective plastic sheet on top so I don't get anything on that adhesive mat. And so now I'm going to bring my card base, which is adorable, and it can actually stand up like that. So cute. Check that out. So it does stand up. It's really, really cute. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my images. Now, the reason why I picked these cat images is because they look like they're jumping up at you or they're coming out of something. So I thought they would look adorable here and here, coming out of a giant, ball of yarn. And then for this one, I'm thinking of making it into a little girl cat. So I'll have this one here with her little bow sticking out of the ball of yarn down there. And then I thought I'd have a little mouse playing and a toy fish as well, just coming out from nowhere. So they look like they're having fun in a giant ball of yarn. I think that looks cute, so I'll just confirm my placements. And I want this cat here to be a boy cat, and he can be playing with that little fish. I'll just bring that up close so you can have a look and see. I think that turned out cute, so I'm just going to stick to that there, and I'm going to bring my glue and I'm just going to stick all of these down onto my card base. Just put dollops of glue. And I get a lot of questions regarding this PVA glue, and it's very inexpensive. So I get it from, this is from Spotlight. This is 500 mils. This will last me literally years. It is so inexpensive and it's nice and strong, and it'll last you for a long time. I think it's really worth the money. I think it's very similar to the Tombow, this one here. I've got this one here, but I don't like it, and I'll tell you why. The Multi Tombow liquid glue. It's good. I like the size of this one, but I find that it's very, very sticky on the hands. This is not sticky on the hands, and yet it still provides the same adhesion. So I much prefer the PVA glue to that. So I'll stick that down. That looks so cute. And then I'll stick the girl cat over here. I think that'll look cute. This is for the cat lovers out there. I'm sure they'll love this. So cute. And if you have that Cricut cartridge, the Create a Critter cartridge, you can go berserk there, you know, doing all sorts of shaped cards and things like that. So many images, and I'm into the cutesy, and I love that cartridge. It's one of my favourites. So I used a combination of a lot of things today, but it's fun. That's what I want to do. I just want to create for fun. So I'm not affiliated with any company. I don't get any compensation for my videos at all whatsoever. This is all done of my free time, and I just enjoy it. So just letting you guys know that there's no sponsorship of anything. This is all bought with my own money. All right, so I've got this now cute little mouse. I'll put that just down here. I think that'll look adorable. And I just use products that I love. So I use a combination of everything. So I've got Stampin' Up here. I've got Cricut. I've got My Favourite Things. I'm using my brother's Scan and Cut. All sorts of things. So have fun with your supplies, you know. Life's too short otherwise. Okay, so here is my finished card. I hope you like it. And because it's white, you don't need even an extra panel. But if you want to add an extra panel, you can. But this is a nice thick cardstock. This is cute. This fits inside a C6 envelope. And just to let you know, the C6 envelope is just slightly larger, just only by like a couple of millimeters or so on each of these sides. This will fit perfectly inside. And that's an A6 card front there. So just to let you know, if you're wondering, well, how's this going to fit in an envelope? It does, just like that. So cute. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or if you have any requests for any other kind of crafty videos, please don't hesitate to let me know and I'll be more than happy to accommodate. So I've forgotten who asked me to make a cat card with my MFT haul, but this one's for you as well. Okay guys, thanks for watching and see you again soon. Bye.